Hi guys, this is 62 and this is my take of the top 10 rare cars in GTA, customised storable vehicles that you find in various locations around the map. Try and show you as best I can where they are and how much they are all worth. So we start with number 10, and number 10 I give to this little fella, which that's my one behind me. You do need one to spawn one in, anyone will do, whether it be the rare one or a standard one. So you come to this location down here, find this vehicle by the side of the road, and this is a dune buggy without any bodywork. Do not try and respray it, because you'll be charged for resprays and they won't show up. So just remember that. So if you take this vehicle, you find it here during the day, anytime, just make sure you come in a dune buggy and you will find one. If it's not there, go down the road, turn around, come back, and it will eventually spawn in. So you have to bear with me. Some of the trips take a little bit of time. Some trips I've left in to give you more idea of locations, because I forgot to call the map up. But that just helps you guys know whereabouts I am. So hopefully you can find these vehicles quite easily, and they'll all be there for you when you arrive. So we're taking this one towards Los Santos now as a little shortcut across the fields, and I'll show you how much this vehicle's worth. Unfortunately it's not worth a huge amount of money, but it's a cool vehicle to have. I think it's really cool to call it out on heist, just for a change. As long as you're not going to get shot at, take this out for a heist and just get your friends to laugh. So here at Los Santos, will come up here and show you the value of this vehicle. There you go, there's the value. As I said, it's not worth a huge amount of money, but it's a bit of fun. Still a cool car. I think it's a very cool car. As we move on into the next clip, in number 9, 9th place. I give this next vehicle 9th place. So come to this location. This location is just past military base, and it's down on the beach. It's across the road from the bar. Come to this location. I'll call the phone up in a second and you guys can see the time on my phone. Has to be around the 8 o'clock mark. They don't spawn here for long. You've only got about an hour to 2 hours in game time, and then your time runs out for the actual spawning. But these vehicles do turn up. They're here all the time. You get 4 different variants, 4 different colours. Can't remember what all 4 colours are, but this one's the best one and the most valuable one. I think this one looks cool. There is a yellow and chrome one. There's also a green one, and one other, which I just can't remember the colour, so but you guys will find it. There are some other vehicles spawning in this location, but they are not storable and they are not sellable, so they're not worth picking up. This clip I'm going to cut short any second now. I'll cut it short so that you guys can see how much this vehicle's worth. I am still in the same vehicle. I'm just reducing the time that it takes to get to Los Santos Customs, as these vehicles are quite slow and they are quite a distance away from the Los Santos we require. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video, because it did take a long time to produce and get all the clips together in the order they're in. So here at Los Santos now, and we'll take this vehicle in. Not only does it look cool, but it's not a bad little seller. It's about $9,000 for this vehicle, so you can make a little bit of money off of it if you're in the area at the time. So we move on now to this one here. Follow this route carefully for this next vehicle, and this next vehicle is number 8. I think it's a cool vehicle just because of the way it looks. It looks different. You can buy it, but I think the one that spawns in looks better. So this is the route we take. You must take this route. It's during the day, around the midday mark. Again, they generally tend to spawn in. you'll see the route I'm taking. Stick to it closely. If you miss it, go back, replay the clip, follow the route, and these vehicles will spawn in for you. There's the yellow one, which is here, and the green one also spawns in as well. Now I like the yellow one. Now this is a rat loader, and it's already customized, as you can see. It has customizations on it, extra exhaust, missing panel work, and rust spots all over it, unlike the one you buy. Now as we're taken to Los Santos, it's storable. You can store it, you can insure it, you can keep this vehicle as your own.
Here for the magic touch.
Now, this vehicle sells for about 12,000. So it's a lot of money you'll get for this vehicle. Just remember, you have to take the route I took. So play the clip back, understand the route, and you will get these vehicles to spawn in. As we move down to number 7. Now, number 7 I give to this vehicle here. Now you come to this location just down from Mount Chiliad. The time you see on my clock, which I believe is 7 o'clock at night, and this vehicle spawns here all the time, same time every single night. You just come here, wait for the time. As you can see, I brought a cargo bob. Best way to get this vehicle, I find, is with a cargo bob. So just helps you out, makes it a little bit easier to get. So you keep an eye on your phone, you'll see the vehicle spawn in just up on the ridge ahead. When your phone hits time, it should spawn in. So in any second now this vehicle should spawn. And no vehicle as yet should be appearing. She's not appearing, doesn't appear. Walk away, turn round, and she should be there. There you go, there she is. Okay, you have to take the driver out. You have to shoot the driver, unfortunately, but you do have to shoot the driver. You have to excuse me, I wasn't a very good shot this today, and it took me a couple of attempts. So the passenger's obviously got out. The passenger will run away once you've sort of shot the driver. Do get the police on you. So I call Leicester. I generally call Leicester, get Leicester remove the wanted level, and then you can go and collect the vehicle.
Hi.
So we'll call Leicester
what
now.
Service are you
Get rid
looking
of our
for?
wanted level.
Okay,
Jump
I'll
into
get
our
you
cargo
out of
boat.
trouble. No problem.
Take a little flight over and collect the vehicle. Same again, I had a little bit of trouble flying a helicopter this day as well. Wasn't on best form. Sorry guys, but bear with me when I'm collecting the vehicle. Unfortunately, my flying wasn't the best, my shooting wasn't the best. There we go, collect the vehicle and we can take it to Los Santos. This is the mariachi car. And this vehicle has been given number 7. So this vehicle's a cool car to have, it's just unusual. A little bit of fun. It comes like that. There's not much you can do with this vehicle. You can store it, you can keep it, you can sell it. It has guitars in the back, it has a bottle of vodka or whiskey down on the console, a couple of mariachi hats or cowboy hats. And there you go. Now, to store this vehicle, if you want to keep this vehicle, you must insure it first, otherwise it will not go into your garage. You will not be able to get it into your garage unless you insure it first. So if you collect this vehicle and you do want to keep it, make sure you get it to Los Santos, make sure you insure it, and then you'll be able to store it into your garage and keep it as your own. So there you go, there's a value of the vehicle, which isn't a lot, but it is a cool vehicle to have in your collection if you like collecting the vehicles. So there's not much else you can do with the vehicle, just make sure you insure it, then you can store it. So that one is a mariachi car. Still a cool car. Okay, so as we move on into number 6th place. 6th place I give to this vehicle here. Now this vehicle, obviously I'm driving one to spawn one in. You don't need to have one to spawn one. You can use any sentinel to get them to spawn. They spawn in this location every single night. You get a yellow one and a blue one. I particularly wanted a blue one. I wanted to get the clip done quickly, hence why I'm using one. So they spawn at this location here, just down from Eclipse Towers, and they take this route here and round this corner. Now if you've missed it and it's gone round this corner, it's not around that corner for long, it suddenly disappears. So you need to be quick and get it off that main road. You'll find it in yellow and you'll find it in blue. The blue one's worth more money. It also has a few more customizations on it than the yellow one has, i.e. a roll cage and a couple of other bits and pieces. Hence why it makes it more valuable. I think the paint job on this one looks pretty cool, and I think it's a very, very simple car to get. So it's a nice car, fully customized, storable, and it's worth a fair bit of money. So as we move on into Los Santos, we'll call up the value of the vehicle so you guys can see how much it's worth. And she should come in around about just over $17,000 for this vehicle. It's not bad little earner, considering you find on just driving up and down the road. Use a sentinel, use a... Okay, so that's an easy car to find and you can make a bit of money out of it. Okay, number 5 I give to this little vehicle here. Unfortunately you need one of these to spawn one in. It's still available, it does spawn in at this location all the time, but you need this. This is a Romeo Hearse, and you need one to spawn one in. They're not hugely valuable, but they are a bit of fun. I know Rockstar have released another Hearse, which is a cool car to have as well, but this one's a little bit unusual, a little bit different. So as I said, it's fully storable. You just need to find someone that's got one to help you spawn one in, and then you can have one for yourself. You can insure it and keep it, and they're a bit of fun to pull out on a heist or something. Get your friends thinking and give them all a laugh with one of those parked outside the building as you come out, which we do on occasions as well. So, but that's one. Okay guys, moving on. In 4th place, I'll give this 4th place to this fella. Not worth a lot of money, but I think this vehicle is a cool car to have in your collection. It's a cool car to use. It's very, very simple to find. As long as you've got one or a similar vehicle to it, you can spawn them in at the Los Santos Customs. They spawn in around midday, so you normally can get them from midday up till 3 o'clock. You can normally go there a little bit earlier than midday and you might get lucky and there'll be one there, but around midday mark you pull into Los Santos and you'll find there's one there. I used my one to spawn one in just to make it a lot simpler and easier to get. Now this vehicle is the Gauntlet, and I think the paint job on it is absolutely spot on. I think whoever designed this vehicle back at Rockstar done a really good job on the paint job.
What's wrong
As I
with
said,
it
it's not worth lots and lots of money, but she really is a nice car to have in your collection. You don't see many of them on the street, so this vehicle sells for a small amount of money, but she's a cool car to have. That's why I give it that. Okay, moving on to the third spot. I give third spot to this vehicle. This is another one that spawns at Los Santos. There's a couple that spawn here that I've given into this video. Okay, and this one is the same time again. This sort of spawns in around the early-ish daytime, midday, up till 3 o'clock. You just have to do a few circuits back and forth and you'll find this vehicle. So you wait at this point here. Most vehicles spawn in if you wait a few seconds, 25-30 seconds outside, and then pull in round the corner and you'll find them. They sit there, and as we go round, there we go. Use one to spawn one in. That is the Gauntlet. Now this vehicle's cool. I like this vehicle. I think this vehicle looks pretty smart, as is. Bright blue. You don't see many bright blue vehicles on the road around Los Santos, but this one is bright blue. Now this one can make you quite a bit of money. This one's worth around the $19,000 mark. So every time you find one, every 45 minutes you could sell one. Keep one in your collection. Go backwards and forwards. Go and get another one. Every 4 or 5 minutes, you can make yourself $19,000. Quite simple. And moving on into second place. Second place I give to this vehicle. You need to have one of these to get one. This is the Dusper. She's one of the rarest cars to get. You just need to have one to get one. The Dusper 2 is still available. It's still in the game. And there are locations, various locations for it. They spawn at various different Los Santos. I use this Los Santos because it works for me. So this Dusper is a cool car to have in your collection. She's just pretty hard to get. That's why I gave her the number 2 spot. They spawn in for you every time as long as you've got one. It's a pretty cool vehicle. Very hard to get hold of, hence number 2 spot. But she's also worth a lot of money for this one. This one vehicle is the most valuable vehicle in the game, as far as everybody is aware and as far as I'm aware. I've not seen one go for over this value. Each time you find one, go to sell one, you'll get $23,000 for her. So that's your number 2 spot. Right, here we go, moving into the number 1 spot. Now number 1 I give to this vehicle because it just looks cool. It's worth a little bit more, I believe, more than the Dominator. Very simple to spawn in. Come out to this Los Santos Customs, just across the road from Los Santos Customs, now near Sandy Shores, and you will find this Sand King. You have to have a Sand King or use a Sand King to spawn in this vehicle. Come down that direction which you've just seen me come down, and you'll find this. You find a blue one and a yellow one. The blue one's worth a little bit more money, but I think the styling and the look of this vehicle is just so cool. I had to give it number 1. So this is where we are. This is the number 1, the Sand King, at this location here, down in Sandy Shores. So every time you're there, it's worth a lot of money, pretty close to $20,000. But she looks so cool. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, any likes, comments below, please.
What's wrong with her now?
Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with finding these vehicles.